So let's talk about the metallic character of beer. Metallic character is caused in two different ways. First of all, it can be caused by metal ions in the beer. Metal ions include iron and copper. But it can also be caused by reactions occurring in the beer that result in oxidation of fats, oxidation of lipids, which produce volatile compounds which smell the same as a metal would. So really unusual effect. These metallic characteristics can either come from direct contact between metal ions and the beer, or from reactions occurring in the beer. In the case of contact, we can have, for example, filter aid containing a lot of iron, adding the iron to the beer and giving a metallic character. We can have corrosion of brewery equipment, for example, from bad welding, giving rise to high levels of iron in the beer and giving us a metallic character. Beers which have high levels of bitterness are more prone to the metallic character because the hop bitter acids accentuate the hop flavour. This is usually a defect. The beer itself may be described to consumers as tinny or metal-like. It may remind them of the smell of blood, and generally a negative characteristic. However, some traditional beers made in Belgium have metal ions added to them to enhance the body and mouthfeel of the beer. So it can be associated with some traditional styles of ale. There are some tricks to detecting metallic character in tasting. First of all, an unusual technique is rather than assessing the beer directly, because there's no odour to the metallic character from the glass, but you can dip your finger into the beer and then rub the beer on the back of your hand. In doing this, you're allowing the metal ions in the beer to react with the fats on your hand to generate a metallic smell. When you then smell the back of your hand, if the metal has been present in the beer, you'll smell a metallic characteristic on the back of your hand. So an unusual method to detect the flavour, but a good one nonetheless. Another way, of course, is to taste the beer. Now, in fact, the metallic character is not a taste, in the fact that there are only 5 tastes, and metallic is not one of them. It is also not an odour. It's in fact a mouthfeel, a sense of pain that lets you get the metallic tingle characteristic. But as I mentioned, it generates an odour in a chemical reaction. And one way to detect that is by the retronasal technique. So hold your nose, breathe in, and then squirt air down your nose. This allows the reaction product to be detected at the back of your nose, giving you this metallic flavour as if you've had a nosebleed and the blood has got into the back of your nose. As you can tell, this isn't a particularly nice flavour to have in beer, except in some circumstances. So it's usually a flavour you will try to avoid. In terms of tasting, the most common confusions are with aging characteristics. For example, the papery characteristic in beer or the leathery characteristic. And that confusion is because often when beers age, they will develop a metallic character. Hence, a confusion among the tasters. Learn to taste this flavour and detect at low levels, and that way you can control the ingredients you're using, the processing aids, and most of all, the process.